Is this the year that Roger Craig gets selected as a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I know we talked about this last year. And I think I was pretty optimistic about it last year. And I can't specifically tell you why I was, whether it was stuff I was hearing or just kind of a feel for it.
Yeah, I think there was some talk in the voting room among the Hall of Fame senior voters that there was a lot of discussion surrounding Roger, and that's a very positive thing, and that some of the voters believed that maybe this next year would be his year.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, and I forget any specifics that I might have heard, but I do remember just kind of feeling like, okay, this year might not be the year. In fact, I do, yeah. There were two of the people last year who were selected as finalists that were surprising. One of whom, Art Powell, didn't even make it through. Didn't take that next leap to be Hall of Famer class of 2024. So yeah, I think he has a chance. I think he has a good chance. Here's the thing, though, Mark, is that this is obviously 49er centric. You talk to 31 other teams,
yeah,
and maybe not all 31, but let's just say 24 of them have guys that they feel are like being ripped off. How could this guy not be in? Some of them are old timers, some of them more recent, but do I believe that Roger Craig, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Well, yes. But it's so tough to get in as a modern era guy. Well, it's tough to get in as a modern era guy because only 5 of those guys can go in per year.
Yeah.
And so you could be a finalist for 7, 8 years like John Lynch was. And, at some point it could fall either way. Either you get fatigue of like, oh my gosh, this guy's up again. Well, he wasn't top 5 the first 6 years. So why is he top 5 now? Well, it's because that pool changes every year.
Yep.
And then once you fall into the senior committee, once you become a senior category, then it becomes even more difficult. Thankfully, the Hall of Fame president and the board increased the number of senior candidates or senior finalists that can be nominated every year to 3. So that I think it bodes well. And yes, I mean, I'm with you. I know you've done a lot of work trying to open people's eyes for Roger Craig. And I would like to see him get in soon, like now, like yesterday. Because I think, Roger's kind of gone a little bit behind the scenes. I used to talk to him quite a bit. He used to be, out there at 49ers games, Levi Stadium and everything else. And he's not quite as public as he was. So I know it's bothered him for a long time. And I know it's bothered, a lot of his supporters for a long time. And you just hate that it's gotten to that point where it's, been such a negative thing for so many people. So I hope my gut instinct a year ago, I hope that is the case, and I'm not sure when they're meeting this year to get that list together. But it's, as I recall, kind of the whispers I was hearing was that it was very close last year and that there were at least one surprise. So with 3 more candidates up, this year, I think it's more confident than I've ever been.